card at Belmont Park, and they're all in now for the start of the quaddie. They're off and they're racing. And a level break as well from the inside. Alcabeel left on equal terms with the grey Sister Mary, but Dandy Flirt is whipping across looking for the lead, and I Can Do It On My Own is going to track it over. Driving forward, Max Woostappen is going to camp just in behind those, overdoing things there just for a stride or so. Nearly got up onto the heels of I Can Do It On My Own, whose rider had a quick snap down to the left and saw what was inside of it there. They're being followed further back over on the inside to Shawler from All Laced Up for Your Eyes, Miss Graphene, and back at the tail when they settle properly into stride, Sweet Surrender, about 5 to 6 lengths from the leader. Dandy Flirt was in control, but now being allowed to stride forward by the Pontiff, the top weight Max Woostappen, and soon afterwards Max Woostappen cruises to the lead. I Can Do It On My Own charges up there to be second. Back on the inside, Dandy Flirt third, a length away for Your Eyes, camped 3 deep, working around the outside of the little grey mare Sister Mary. Alcabeel had got back on the rail and being covered up by All Laced Up on the outside of those, Sweet Surrender. Second last is Shawler at the 1,000-metre mark, and back just in front of Miss Graphene as Max Woostappen leads them off the back straight to the top of the course. Now on that far corner they go, and the leader Max Woostappen only about a half a length clear from on the outside. I Can Do It On My Own, and working around them here on the outside, about to join Max Woostappen for Your Eyes. So as they come down the side, and the favourite got the company of For Your Eyes, who looks for the lead now. He pours the pressure on here at the 600. Back behind them, third, I Can Do It On My Own, followed by Sister Mary. Dandy Flirt near the rail, Sweet Surrender trying to edge its way around the outside of those. Shawler back in the field there, but now starting to work away from the fence. Alcabeel's back with it, All Laced Up, starts to make some headway. Miss Graphene near the tail. Over on the outside now, Sweet Surrender makes that move to go up and hit the lead. Sweet Surrender, All Laced Up coming. Shawler starting to drive through. Sweet Surrender, All Laced Up from Shawler getting through on the inside of them. All Laced Up, Sweet Surrender coming back. Sweet Surrender and All Laced Up. Sweet Surrender, good performance. Sweet Surrender has got the money. The Piero mare from All Laced Up. Shawler third home. For Your Eyes battled away behind those with Sister Mary, Alcabeel, Miss Graphene, Max Woostappen, and they were followed further back by Dandy Flirt. And the last to greet the judge, I Can Do It On My Own. After the running of race number 5, it's Sweet Surrender. The 4-year-old Piero mare, trained by Michael Grantham to give him and Cass Martin, and along with Peter's Investments, the second leg of a double this afternoon. Second up, great performance, 1,400 into a 2,100 for the Piero mare. And she had to cover some ground as well. She made that sustained run. And to do that under the circumstances, second up, was a very good performance. Number 2, Sweet Surrender. Cass Martin takes out the 5th. Second placing will go the way of All Laced Up. Number 5, Victoria Corva. 3-year-old filly by Playing God. And Shawler. Number 3, the Zoo Star Gelding. Prepared by Cat Warwick, ridden by Lucy Fiore, and For Your Eyes, Tash Faithful back inside of those. Max Woostappen, he just unravelled. Sister Mary didn't come on out of that maiden last start, and it's been left to Sweet Surrender to produce a really good performance second up, going to a middle distance to win by a short neck. A length second and third, the time 2:13.06. Race 6, the share bets with Tab Touch Betlube Handicap, 2,100 the trip. Again here, no changes, 14 to run. As we head back to Lockie, no mean feat to step out second up, 2,100, cover some ground and make a sustained run around them and still get the money here by this mare today. Very good performance.
Very nice performance from Sweet Surrender indeed. As you said, Darren, 1,400 up to 2,100 metres. No easy task, but she was able to prevail here in race number 5 as Bob Peters joins me for a second time here this afternoon. Bob, congratulations on the victory. Last start only 7 days ago at 1,400 metres. What did you make of that run? Because she did run 9th.
Yes, well, been waiting to get her over ground. That's what she needs. And when you look at this whole family, the dam's full sister won the Australian Oaks, so I've just been waiting and waiting, and now we're over distance. She's done well.
With a mare like her, have you just had to be patient with her until you've been able to actually get her out in trip? Was she perhaps just not mature enough to do that earlier on in her career?
Oh, well, she did all right. She won a couple of races, so you know, there's a bit of potential there. But obviously, she's bred to get 3,200 metres. Really, you might have to go for the Jericho.
Of your two winners here this afternoon, both 4-year-old mares have been a little bit slow to the burn. Which one would you prefer to follow moving forward?
I couldn't pick really, because that run was a hard run, and she did it quite well in the end.
Looking forward to the weekend. We've already discussed a couple of your runners in the Belmont Guineas, but Olympic Park, great to see him back at the races. Why such a long layoff for him?
Oh, he had a cracked pelvis, and we had to nurse him through, and didn't know whether we'd ever get him back to racing or not. So it's good that he's so far he's been good.
And his recent trial, I thought he found the line really nicely.
Yes, he's a nice horse, but he probably need this run, I would think.
A nice day here this afternoon at Belmont Park. Good luck on the weekend.
Thank you.
There's Bob Peters after the win of Sweet Surrender, a double for Bob Peters and Michael Grantham here this afternoon, and great to see once again Cassie Martin making the most of her opportunities in the 3-1.
Yeah, exactly right, Lockie. He's got plenty of bullets to fire at the moment, does Bob Peters, and he's got his eye in early with a couple here at Belmont Park at the midweeks, and so does Cassie Martin, who's brought up a double on the program as well. A couple of really nice rides to go with it. Doing some really good things for Mickey Grantham and Team Peters at the moment is Cassie, with that claim that she has, and she's riding plenty of winners as a result. Cass, congratulations on the win and the double with this mare here today. She was 1,400 up to the 2,100 metres off 7 days, second up for the campaign. It's certainly no mean feat, but she found plenty when she needed to.
Yeah, that's right. She showed some true grit in the end.
The run that the horse had in transit today, it looked as though the horses started to be really put into the race from a long way out, which just gave you a nice flowing track into things.
Yeah, that's right. We had some good 3-1 with cover and just let her build up momentum.
Could you feel that second win that she looked as though she was able to find over that final furlong when that horse to your outside really did lay down the gauntlet?
Yeah, for sure. She showed she was really tough and really fought back to the line.
Riding, doing some great things for Peters Investments and Mickey Grantham at the moment. They're giving you some wonderful opportunities.
Yeah, that's right. I'm really grateful for these opportunities.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
There's Cassie Martin. She combines with Michael Grantham for the second leg of a double. This time it's aboard Sweet Surrender, who takes out the first leg of the quaddie here at Belmont.